I asked if I could do it.
So you trade.
I'll go ask her. She said no.
Sell them.
So-
So I had a broker.
She's trained well.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God.
There's Sammy lecturing Eric about needing to put on sunscreen. You like to see it. The live stream's out if you want to send it to anyone else, by the way. Yeah.
I love her.
We're hot mic. We're live.
Yes. Tell me what your rig is.
So,
This is what's.
no. This is just my GoPro that records in 4K for like, you know. Well, anyone. I upload it and I can send you all links. This is just YouTube live stream, which is like 720, not really high quality. So I just do the same thing. Yeah, because this battery will just drain like that. So they created a new. I'm sorry, I'm really geeking out. They created a new door for this that you can charge on the side. This is new. It used to be that you had to open this and put it in, but now this is waterproof.
Oh, so this is actually.
Charge. There's a battery in there and it's charging through this door.
So this door and this is one piece. This is just a snap.
This door you have to buy separate, and then this charger you buy separate. It's like how they make money.
This can come on and off.
Yep. Yeah, just like that.
Oh, I see.
So there's a battery in there and it could go, but this just snaps on. It's pretty nice. Yeah.
We're usually really unlucky.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
99%.
It's good for like capturing snowboarding, wearing it, surfing and stuff. It's not the best for like still photography. It's like we have one person logged in. I sent out the link if you want to send it to Juliet's mom.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Howard Cosell, broadcasting to you from Poolside, the Thriller in Riverside.
The Cal Poly or Poly High School.
Poly High School,
Yeah.
Thriller. We're here at Poolside with my cohort, Slick Dandy.
Dandy's my dog's name.
Is
How
it
did
really?
you know that? Yeah. Dandelion. We
Well,
call her Dandy.
Wasn't that one of his
Nicknames for
no,
someone?
That was his broadcasting partner.
Oh.
Dandy.
Yeah.
Dandy, I don't remember the guy's name.
So, did you get a good meal last night after the game? We went to sushi.
We went back to the hotel and had a Cobb salad. It was perfect.
From where?
The Marriott, restaurant.
You ate at the Marriott restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, got a salad. Each got a salad, some soup, and hit the hay.
Got to bed early.
Yep,
Yeah. We went to sushi.
that's good. Was it good?
No.
No. There you go.
It was after we got in there. It was an all-you-can-eat sushi, and those are words I don't like together.
No.
Like cheap dentist, all-you-can-eat sushi. You don't want those things together.
Yeah, you don't want that sushi sitting out in
No,
a buffet
no.
where you have to do this before you get to it. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. So we found out about that too late. We're
You could
already
have gone
committed.
to 7-Eleven and got the sushi off.
Totally.
There,
They're probably feeding 7-Eleven that. So, well, this is a big game against Commerce today. How's Sam feeling this morning? Feeling strong? Did she have any food this morning?
She did. Yeah, we just grabbed a little bite this morning. So she's fueled and ready to go.
Yeah. Holly had a banana and some yogurt that she got and put in our little refrigerator. She's pretty good at fueling up. And then did you see Kelly warming up our girls over there? Kelly Starrett?
No, I don't know who that is.
Kelly Starrett is, well, I don't know where he is now. But he's a, fitness guru, and he had all of our girls doing jump ropes and loosening up over there. And he does that
really?
for the Cal water polo team. That's his job. One of his
really?
jobs, yeah. So he was trying to get him loosened up before.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's really cool.
You'll have to point him out. I'd like to.
Yeah, Kelly Starrett. He's
This-
kind of
this guy here?
famous. Yeah,
This guy
right
here
here.
with
He's
the
kind of
tattoos?
famous. Yeah.
Oh,
Like you'll see people come up and ask for his autograph and stuff. Kind of famous.
really?
Okay, I got the full roster. I wrote it down. it was just really hard yesterday to do that in that pool, you know, with the 18s and stuff.
Yeah, you had multiple numbers.
Yeah.
and,
People
you know,
had the same number twice and stuff.
I don't know. It would be more work, but you could actually just put this out on this, so people will have it
Yeah.
at home every now and then. Just, you know.
There
put
you
it-
go. For
put it-
home, copy that, snapshot that, and you can have it.
You could do
It's
a-
really
a-
hard to see on the
Yeah.
on YouTube. It's not the best resolution.
Can I take a picture of that?
Oh, this? Yeah,
I
sure.
didn't bring my phone in. I'm gonna run out to the car. and get
Yeah.
my phone.
Yeah,
Not that I need it. I'll get it later.
yeah,
Let me just see this.
yeah.
Carolyn, Holly, Elsa, Hannah, Sophia, Sabine, Sam,
That's you,
Taylor,
Sammy,
Sammy, Kat, Malia,
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 and Brooke.
and Brooke.
Yeah, and Brooke wasn't at that one game in where we played Santa Cruz because I think she got a minor concussion at
That's
practice.
right. Yeah.
So it's good to have Brooke back. And Sammy and Sam, they both have the same name, but I guess they go by, thankfully,
Yeah, different.
different nicknames
They're-
because that would be really weird.
They're pretty easy to tell apart.
Yeah.
So this is Sammy right
That's
here.
Sammy with the ball,
And that's Sam.
and there's Sam.
And that's Brooke.
Yeah. And there's Caroline right there.
Okay.
We have one goalie. This is going to be a tough game. Commerce is always strong. Brenda Villa is the coach. And have you been to the Brenda Villa complex in Commerce? It's a whole, because, you know, she was in the, Sam knows her because she's part of the ODP. Brenda Villa is. Yeah, you might have seen emails to you about ODP, and in the CC line it'll say Brenda Villa.
Oh, really?
She's an Olympic gold medalist for water polo from Commerce. So they built this huge swim complex in Commerce, indoors, and it's called the Brenda Villa complex.
Oh,
This is really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's a fun story. It's like one of the only indoor complexes you'll see around here.
That's fantastic.
Oh, here's Joe. Ooh, I like this sweater. Come show the camera. Look at this sweater that Joe has. What would you call that? Like a Patagonia?
That's a skiing sweater? Is that for skiing?
Layered?
Because of this?
But it has a little
For
pocket.
everything. Yeah.
I
It's like
have
if
that,
you're
but it has-
fishing or skiing or
Breathes really good.
anything. Yeah, it's pretty thin.
I have that, but it has like the collar zip up,
Yeah.
so I like this.
Yeah,
All right.
I have it in multiple colors actually.
Did you just get here?
I went and got some coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where?
Some small boutique coffee shop down the street.
Oh, that's why you didn't get Starbucks in our hotel?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What was it?
I got a Gibraltar.
What's that mean?
It's like a cortado.
What's
but
that mean?
It's
Do you know what this
Coffee
means?
with sugar.
Yeah,
I don't know
what's
any
a
of
no
this.
sugar, no sugar. It's just steamed milk and espresso, but like smaller.
So like a cafe au lait?
It's like an espresso with just like a little bit of steamed milk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
you know, it's good.
My drink is a London Fog, which is Earl Grey
Yeah.
with steamed milk added.
Got it.
The hot milk is key.
Yeah,
So
it's very like English to do, right?
I stopped doing coffee.
Put milk in your tea though. That's like very British thing.
Is it? But hot
It's
milk,
like beans on toast.
that's British too?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just learned something.
Yeah.
So did Elsa eat well this morning?
I don't think so. She wasn't feeling that great.
What do you mean?
She's got this like 100-day cough thing.
Oh yeah.
And now I don't know if it's allergies or a cold down here that we've all picked up, I think.
Yeah.
And it's sort of bringing the cough back. It was starting to get better, and now
Yeah.
it's like really coming back.
So where'd you eat last night though? At the food mart?
So we
or
went to
food court?
Waba Grill.
What's that?
It's like a grain protein,
Okay.
like a chain down here.
Oh,
There's
is it
like,
good?
There's like 5 of them in Riverside. So
Waba, W-A-B-A.
WABA. It's pretty
You
good.
think Holly would like that? Like it's healthy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
It's
check
not
that
like
out.
Good Earth, but
We went to all you can eat sushi,
okay.
which I was saying we found out after we went in, and those are words I don't like combined.
No,
All you can eat and sushi.
or like discounted
Yeah.
sushi.
Well, I was also saying you don't like cheap dentist.
Yeah. Especially on a Sunday, but luckily it's on Sunday.
It was gross. Holly took a bite and she goes, "Dad, this doesn't taste right." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Well, let's listen to ourselves."
And then you were like, "Well, we're not going to waste it." So
No. Yeah, you have 1 or 2 roads to go down, and I said, "Do not eat it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Let's get
probably
rice.
After your experience in Salt Lake, like
Oh
be
yes,
careful
with
with
Holly.
food, right?
Yeah.
What happened?
Holly got sick in Salt Lake because of one of the meals we had, and was vomiting in the room.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
You can look it up on YouTube. He describes it in gross detail about.
Hey, I'm describing it in detail. You know what it has.
Well, wasn't that not that gross? Like descriptive. Detail.
All right, we already have 6 people. I sent the link out. Did you send it to Angie? She's on the
She doesn't
WhatsApp?
need the link. She knows. She's like on it. She's your biggest fan.
Really?
Too, man.
Oh, hello. Props to Angie if you're watching. And Maeve, Joe did not go to Disneyland. He went and ate by himself miserably, and then drove by himself to the hotel in Riverside. So I hope you're happy with that. You know. Next time he'll take you. All right, you can see some of the action from the girls warming up here.
Do you want to? I guess you can't move to that side. Can you?
No. There,
This glare
you're not
is-
allowed to be over there. I guess I could be right around there maybe, but then you're really close to the coach. I'll check it out. I'll check out the vibes.
Sun will be high, and I'm.
Oh,
gonna
here we
be
go.
anyhow, so.
3 minutes till
My-
start time.
My guess is they're going to open up shooting from the outside, and then they're going to
To us?
no the other team.
Okay.
Although some of their players are not shooters, and I hope the girls determine which girls are shooters and which ones aren't.
Yep.
Because there's no need to cover a girl that doesn't have.
She's
shot.
gonna pass. Let her pass. You give respect to the people who can shoot.
So we'll see.
Let's see.
Yeah, they're gonna.
All right, let's go over the roster one more time. Hello, everyone. We're going to get started here in a couple minutes. Thanks for joining us early on this beautiful morning in Riverside, California. Last night we were in Corona for a scrimmage, but now we're in Riverside at Pauley High School. It's a beautiful facility. They've hosted the ODP tournament here. They've hosted a lot of tournaments. They have beautiful stands, not a lot of shade, which is why I'm wearing a hat and some sunscreen. We're going to go over our roster here. And we have a full roster this time. So number 1, of course, is Caroline. She goes by Bear, and you'll hear her parents give like a guttural sound whenever she has a big play. Her mom, Juliet, and her dad, Kelly, will make those noises, so you might hear that in the background. Number 2 is Holly. Number 3 is Elsa, who, newsflash, apparently has a cough and isn't feeling 100%, but let's see what she can do. Number 4 is Hannah, and we've confirmed that Hannah is not coordinated out of the water because we watched Kelly do, Caroline's dad did a warm-up with jump ropes this morning, and Hannah was not able to do that. Number 5 is Sophia. Number 6 is Sabine. Number 7 is Sam. Number 8 is Taylor. You'll hear me refer to her as Tater Tot. Number 10 is Kat. Number 11 is Malia, and number 12 is Brooke. All right, we are getting ready to go just like that. We got action going. And so we are starting just like that in the morning. Good morning. Hello. And we have sprinting is, so let's see who we got in here. That's Hannah Banana. No, is that on the far left? Everyone, that's Hannah Banana on your far left. And then that's Sophia, Sam, Caroline, Tater Tot, And
Elsa and
Holly, and who's sprinting? Is that Elsa?
no, that's a
And these are NorCal refs that we have. The refs are in white. The ref across is someone, I think he lived in Terra Linda, but now he spends most of his time in Baja, California, and comes up for these tournaments. He's a good guy, and he's actually a really good ref that takes control of games. So I'm glad to have him. Who is that sprinting? I can't tell. Can you guys tell?
It looks like Sam.
It looks like Sam sprinting. Holy plot twist, ladies and gentlemen. Sam is sprinting. I've never seen this before, and I love it. I love
Where's Holly?
Joey mixing it up. Is Holly even in right now? Holly is not in. Holly's on the bench. Okay, so we're mixing it up here. Maybe she's got poo cramps?
Maybe.
Okay.
Because she didn't want to
Yeah,
go to the
sorry, let me
bathroom.
go on mute. I think Holly might have poo cramps. Maybe that's why. Okay, I'm going to go off mute now. Okay.
Maybe she's projectile vomit.
Yeah. All right, so we are getting ready. And here we go. Sprint starts. Sam is sprinting towards the middle, and we're playing Commerce from Commerce, California. Sam's coming up and easily gets that and passes it back to Elsa, who passes it down. So now Hannah Banana has it. She looks across to Sabine. Sabine passes it into Sophia. Nice little pop out to Hannah. Hannah's looking for anyone open. They're covered up. And that was a beautiful pass to Tater Tot. And off the top bar, and we couldn't get the rebound. And you're seeing the refs saying, let them play. So fast start to this game. So let's see what we're doing now. They're bringing it down. We've got everyone covered. They have a girl that's way out. We're not even guarding them. We don't view them as a threat, I'm assuming. There's Taylor Tot pressing ball under. Taylor gets the ball under, and now we have a fast break, ladies and gentlemen, with Hannah Banana. You hear her mom screaming, saying, go, Hannah, this should be a goal. This should be a good opportunity. And that's a goal. Lock it in, 1-0 against Commerce. That is Tater Tot, getting a ball under. Hannah Banana seeing that, doing a fast break. That's going to be hard to beat Hannah back if she's got an advantage on you. Beautiful little pass, and just kind of an easy shot one-on-one. And just like that, we're up 1-0.
They've moved some of the players to different positions, trying some different alignments.
Yeah, we're moving it around to other places. Let's see, who do they have? They're giving a lot. Their number 1 and 2 are just, they're letting us triple team set because we don't think these girls on the left are shooters. If you're not a shooter, you don't have to be guarded. You don't have to be guarded, and you're going to get a ball under again. And Taylor is shooting it again. And this is another fast break. This is squared. Taylor squared. She pops it up to Hannah Banana again. And Hannah Banana again puts it in, and it's 2-0. This is,
I love this strategy.
ladies and gentlemen, this is Taylor Hannah squared. This is a fun start. It's hot. I'm starting to feel the temperature. Are you? This is hot. I'm glad I brought this hat. Okay, here we go again on defense. Commerce coach is trying to tell them what to do. They're bringing it in. They pass it over to 1. This girl doesn't look like she's a shooting threat, so she passes it over to 4. Passes it to 5. Passes it to the top. And that's a wet pass. And shocker, this is yet another steal. And this is Hannah to Taylor. This is the opposite. This is the guys need to, that was just an easy goal. So first of all, the dude running the clock needs to have like a little bit of a lesson that when it's a turnover, you reset the shot clock. The buzzer should not have gone off. It is now 3-0. And just based on what I'm seeing, just based on what I'm seeing, it looks like we might be have a little advantage over this team. So you won't hear me. You won't hear me getting very excited because if this becomes like this, it's 3-0. The scoreboard says 1-0. So we have someone running the scoreboard that probably needs a little bit of fundamental lessons. Reset the shot clock and actually put the score on the scoreboard. He's not doing that, but that's fine. So it's 3-0, 4:26 left in the first quarter. It's been all the defenses. We've had 3 steals and 3 goals on fast break. So it looks like there's a real difference here in the strengths of these teams, which is fine. You know, it's good to start out the day like this. I don't want to get too overly confident or cocky. I'm just saying in the past 2.5 minutes, it looks like there is a discrepancy in levels of play here. So let's see what they do. They just called a timeout. We'll go back to the play. So ball is being put back in play. The ref is talking to the high school bra, like, dude, this is how you run a clock. This is how you run a scoreboard. The score's 3-0 and it still says 1-0. But let's get this guy. He's a high school guy. I mean, lower your expectations for a high school guy. Okay, here we go. Bringing it in. They pop it over. Commerce pops it over all the way across. And they shoot it. It was a nice shot, but Caroline Bear says, I'm not going to touch that because if I touch it and it goes out, that's a reset shot clock. Here we are on fast break. Caroline makes a really beautiful pass to Hannah, and it's an ordinary foul. Hannah pops it into Sam, who's right there, and she just pops it in. Sorry, that was not Sam. That was Sabine. Sorry, she's a lefty. I thought it was Sam for a second, but then I saw the lefty, and so I knew it wasn't her, so it's a Sabine.
They've moved some of the positions around.
Yeah.
4-0 now, so we should all-
They are
so
mixing up the
track with actual
positions.
score, guys.
So it is now, according to the scoreboard, it's 1-0. According to reality, it's 4-0. Okay, here we go. We're bringing it down. They're bringing it down. They're trying to set up. They're giving it to someone top. Our hands are up, and they shoot high, and it goes over, and it's a turnover. So now they're shooting from outside, which they need to do. And there's another pass on fast break. And this is, I believe, Holly Hovey, who is just going to turn it around and probably set up a play. It's ordinary foul. She has to pass. She finds Sophia. Sophia finds the back of the net. Or not the back of the net, the side of the net. And it's now 5-0. Okay. So that was Holly Hovey with the fast break, created an opportunity. I think she wanted to, rather than just shoot and get a goal, she wanted to set it up to let us play. What's that?
Are they doing that on purpose, the school?
It's just a high school dude. I don't like to interact with high school guys, but maybe let's see. There's 3:20 left. All right, here we go. Bringing it down again. No, okay, the scoreboard is now updated. It is 5-0. So we are now good on the score. And they're looking across. See, just a little tip on water polo. When you don't have strong shooters on the outside, it allows you to focus. Oh, this girl looks good. This girl looks like she can shoot it, and she does, and she gets a goal. That's what they're going to need to do. Credit to Commerce for making an adjustment there. If you don't have strong shooters on the outside, you can focus on their set player. You focus on their set player, you're forcing them to shoot from the outside. And if you're Bear and you shoot from the outside against Bear, there's going to be a low probability you're going to get it. All right, here we go. This is to Kat. Kat is in, ladies and gentlemen. Kat's looking. She's getting pressure. She's going to need to do a pressure pass. I don't see anyone open. There she goes to Sam. Sam is getting pressured. That girl's all over her. Sam's looking for an ordinary foul. She draws it. Sam cannot. She can't shoot from back there, and she does. Here is a water polo fact. If you get fouled outside the 5-meter, you can pop it back into play and shoot, and you need to know that as the other team. You got to get your hands up, and if you do that to someone like Sam, she's going to punish you. If you give her a chance to shoot from outside, she's going to make it, and it's 6-1. Easy goal. All right, they're bringing it down, passing it off to 5. The girl's walking it out. They have a driver. Let's see what they do. We're going to collapse on her. They push it into the driver, and they get an ordinary foul. She's trying to find someone. She finds someone at the top who does a nice shot, and Bear gets it, and the girl gets a garbage goal, a beautiful situational garbage goal. Caroline did a beautiful stop, and and the ball went right down in front of her, and she got turned around, and the Commerce girl was right there to push it in. They call those garbage goals. And I don't mean that disparagingly. I just mean that it's just kind of pushing it in when you're there at the right place. So it's 6-2 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Sam passes it down to Kat. Kat's getting pressured. She's going to get the ordinary foul. She's going to pop it back into play. She passes it in, and there is a kick out. That's the first kick out of the game, I believe. So let's see, it's our 6-on-5. Let's see what we do with this. Pass it up to Sam. Sam passes it over to Malia, I believe. Malia passes it back to Sam, who has a shot.
Nice, Sam.
That was the assist by... No, I'm sorry, that was Brooke to Sam.
Nice, Brooke.
That was the first 6-on-5, and we are 1-1 on 6-and-5. And it looks like we have maybe coming in... We have, give me a second, I'm seeing smiling faces. That's Sophia and Malia? Sophia and Sabine just came in. Thank you. My color commentator is giving me some help on the numbers. So Joey's mixing it up here. They pass it over. They drop it in, and it's off the top. That was a nice shot. Just hit the top bar. Those are the shots they're going to have to take. We have position. Here we go on the fast break. Here we go. Here is Kat. Pops it in the right-hand side. And Kelly just gave the ooh to Caroline or Kat?
Caroline.
The assist. Oh, thank you for that clarification. Caroline had an incredible, beautiful pass to Kat, which drew the ooh.
Since I just got checked out and cleared.
So it is now 8-2 with 1 minute left in the first quarter.
There's faulty logic. It's okay. It's some weird man logic.
Okay, defense again. Lots of action, lots of talk. There's another little shot, and Caroline just catches that. And you heard the shot clock go off again. He should have stopped that. And do we have another fast break? We did, but we were going to pack. Kat was open. But they down pass, and it's blocked. There's a turnover. And we're back on defense, just like that. Okay, they're bringing it down. We have everyone covered. We are a fast team, so even with a turnover, we're back on defense in position, not letting them take advantage of that. So they're bringing it down. There's 14 seconds left on the shot clock. This girl's going to shoot, and it was a lot of power behind it, but it was just too far left.
I'm not in tank top.
And here we go again. Here's another fast break. Caroline can get it to her if she wants. And it's there. It's a perfect pass to Kat. And you're going to hear it, ooh, again. You're going to hear it again. Here it goes. And you heard it because it was another beautiful pass from Caroline to Kat. Kat's with a K. Caroline's with a C. It is now 9-2, I believe.
Alleged conspiracy that you can become addicted to.
All right. This has been a fun start to this morning. Reminder, our next game is against 805A at 2 o'clock, which is going to be a hard game because 805 is from the Central Coast, and they're insanely good, always. So I'm expecting that to be quite a different game than this. All right, Joey's talking to the ref over there. Not sure what he's saying. The shot clock is not starting. Shot clock! There you go. Boy, I think I might need to go over and help these guys out and stop my commentary because he's just not paying attention. Here we go. They pass it to the top. That girl was going to take a shot, but it kind of fell out of her hand. And she's going to shoot now, and Bear blocks it. It hits the top of the bar, and that's the first quarter. It ends with a Bear block, and the quarter ends, I think 8-2, although I don't know. Maybe 9-2. What are your thoughts here? Come on in. Share your thoughts.
It was a good, good first quarter.
But then he'd be laying in bed being
The
like,
fast breaks really,
and I was like, that's a
were the
sign of
difference.
addiction. You're
The other
thinking,
team just
you're
was not
thinking about
waking
your
up
effort.
enough, and our players were on the ball. So they were getting that stroke
Only addiction.
or two on them, and there's just no way you can catch up at this level.
Ruins your life.
Yeah. When you beat us back on the fast break and we get that position, and then opposite, they're just not getting a lot of offense. They're having these lob shots from outside.
That's
and
it.
you're not going to score against Caroline with those. So
I mean, you know, I was expecting at the beginning of the game, I think I mentioned that they're going to start shooting from the outside to open up the inside, but their outside shooters
So
just don't
when I
have
got
the
that
arms,
warrant from your doctor,
and they're not
they
really
use that
putting it on. So, and our defenders are
on the way home.
tight
I
on
was
the
like,
on the inside,
third, I was
Yeah.
like,
and they're just
He's like, I've never
stifling
gotten
their
more
offense.
oxygen into
Yeah.
my body
And if you
than
don't
in
have
this
any
moment.
shots, you're not going to score.
yeah. So it's been pretty fun. More to follow. Thank you for that
I was like, hey,
color
how do I get
commentary. That was great. This is fun. That was Sam's dad.
Are you kidding me?
100%.
Kelly and I have this whole
So
thing, like, we know that, like,
it's going to be, I heard, like 90 degrees today. So the key after this game is to go and to find a cool, quiet place. Maybe eat something like a juice squeeze, something like that, something nice, some good protein, and just relax before our 2 o'clock game, because that's going to be the peak heatness of the day. It's going to be firing. It's going to be like 90 degrees. And this is the area where like Coachella is, which is like 100 degrees and a disaster. So I can't imagine wanting to go to that. Okay, here we go. We're getting it set up for the second quarter. It is 8-4. It says 8-4 now.
It's supposed to be 3. I think they've only gotten 3 goals.
So it's 9. We have 9, and these guys have. I'm sorry, but like I think they got like a football player to run the clock here, because he's giving our goals to them. And let's see what he can do. Okay, so who do we have sprinting? Can anyone tell? Kat is sprinting, and she's being trailed by Malia. Kat and Malia. So we have Tam and Marin Catholic. That's Tam High School. And what did you call her?
Stinky.
Okay, Malia's nickname is Stinky. I won't be calling her that, but Lee does. Okay, here we go for the sprint.
She's with Gabby and Emma.
And Kat gets it nicely. Passes it to Malia, and we're bringing it down. Pass over to Sammy. Sammy's in the game, newsflash, and pass it to Sophia, who passes it in. And Sabine sinks it in with emphasis. And the scoreboard, the scoreboard went from 8-5. It is now 10-2. Okay. So it looks like the score is 10-2, but don't hold on to that, because
I think it might be 10-3.
and it might even be 10-3, but in any event, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're coming back on defense. They're bringing it in. And this girl looks like a shooter, and she gets a nice shot. So she has scored all their goals, I think, or the super majority of their goals. And so she's got a rocket of an arm. And they put another one on the board, which I'm sure they'll give to us.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. We're coming down. Sam has the ball. Sam passes it to Sabine. Sabine's a lefty, southpaw, which is why you see her down here in position 4 or 5. Sam's getting pressured. She draws the ordinary foul. She's trying to passes it back to the top. Passes it back to that's Sammy. Sammy's nice pass to Brooke.
Come on, Brooke.
Brooke dumps it. Brooke takes a Saturday morning dump out to the end to get us time to set up. Okay. And they're passing it into play. They're spending a lot of time getting the ball down. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here we go. This girl's coming in again. Is she going to shoot? Hands up. Passing it back. These girls need to start moving in, because we're giving them a lot of room and they're not moving in.
They keep shooting.
And that looks like almost a steal. Good job by Brooke there. And nope, that was no tip. Good. That was a high shot, and it's a turnover, and we'll come down. Doesn't look like we have anyone on the fast break, so it looks like Caroline will just put it back into play.
Amazing pass.
She passes it to Malia. Malia's looking around. Malia's looking for Nornia for a nice pressure pass to Sammy. Sammy passes it to Sabine, who passes it in the set.
Nice try.
That was a nice try by Sophia, I believe. Sophia was in set, and it was a powerful shot, but it just went high. Reminder, the score is 10-3 with 4:45 left in the second quarter.
Double teaming the whole set. which leaves
Yeah, we have their whole
hands
set
open.
has nothing available,
They need to do.
and they're passing it all the way to Week, and that should be a steal. That was a steal by Brooke. Brooks coming down, and that was a dangerous pass. And Caroline, the bear traps it. And that means we're up. We are up because that girl went after the ball. So this is definition of 6-on-5 for about a few seconds, and that's a pass to Sammy. Can Sammy get it in? That's a 5-meter by Sammy.
Nice, Sammy.
Sammy draws the 5-meter with determination. And they're gonna give it to Kat.
Let's go, Kat!
All right, Kat is sprinting and Kat is shooting. Here we go. Everyone at home, get ready to root on Kat. Kat's looking over. She goes to Tam. They won MCAL championships, and she shoots it in and gets the score. That was a beautiful shot to the right-hand side. It is now, according to the scoreboard, probably a tie game, but it's now 11-3 officially.
You're sounding like Johnny Most.
Yes. Well, the scoreboard has been a little bit off. Okay.
Horribly fouled there.
Okay, they're bringing it down. That was just a great job by Caroline to hold on to that ball, get the victory on that possession, which created an opportunity of us on transition, which Sammy took advantage of. Sammy draws the 5-meter and Kat finishes it off. And that was, wow. That was a shot and a half by that girl on Commerce on the left-hand side near post, skip shot. She's got an arm, and she's now going to be a threat from the outside, so you're going to have to watch out for that. So it's 11-4 with 3:45 left. Here we go, passing it to Sammy. Sabine's looking for position in the middle. Kat's going across. Sabine's looking in, and Sabine, wow. Holy lefty, holy southpaw. Yeah.
Nice, Sabine.
So you guys, I might leave soon to go.
Yeah,
to
you
the game.
should go watch the other game.
Yeah.
I think I'm going
Right?
to.
Lee just told us she's going to go watch the 18s play at the
Do you
pool we were
guys
playing at
mind
last night.
Taking Malia and Hannah between you guys.
I'll take Hannah, but not Malia.
Okay, perfect.
So
Yes.
Lee is going to go watch. Oh, that was 3 girls collapsing on her.
I think that I
Lee's going to go watch the 18s, who we saw play last night. If you watched my scrimmage live stream, all the 18s are playing at that same pool.
Yeah, she's injured. She got hit in the ribs.
And here's Kat, does a nice little pass over to Sammy, who goes to Marine Catholic. She draws the ordinary foul, back to Kat. Kat's on top. Kat looks like she might shoot. She does shoot. And that's off, and it's a rebound, fresh shot clock. And that's another one with a really strong shot. It's a really strong shot, but that went out, and that's a fresh 30 shot clock and change of possession.
What time is the 18
9.
second game?
Oh, 5.
Is it at that same
Oh.
pool? Because I think you're playing my friend Darcy's team. So I think
Okay,
we'll
they're
go
bringing it down.
and watch them.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to.
You're not going
I
to
mean, I
go?
will, but it's
Yeah.
going to be horrible.
Okay, we're leaving this girl wide open. This girl shot last time as a reminder. She can shoot, so can this girl. And she does shoot, and it
Okay.
was tipped. Okay.
Okay,
Have
thank
fun.
you, thank
Yeah.
you.
We'll get
okay.
See you at the hotel.
Malia will
See you
have to
later.
figure it out, but we'll get Hannah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, now she's going in, of course. Oh, no, she's
Okay,
going
there we go.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Okay, bye, Lee.
Passing it back. And this is passing it back to Sabine. Remember our southpaw, and it was deflected. Ooh, she does a nice turn, and it's kind of swiped and stolen from her. There was a lot of turns there, and the Commerce girl just saw it coming and knew where to go to scoop that one up. And they try to pass it down. Reminder, it's 12-4 with 1:40 in the first quarter. Ordinary foul. They pass it down. Our girls kind of just have everything covered everywhere. I don't know what, 3, and she does this nice little, just a shot that wasn't really close, and we let it hit the ground and get the turnover. So there's 1 minute left, or 1:20 left. Okay, here we go. We're bringing it down. Sammy's getting position in 5. Sammy's getting set up. She's going to pass it back to Kat. Brooke is getting set up at top, and Sabine's in set. Sabine's looking for position. We give it to Malia in 1. And another steal. So that's Commerce getting the ball again and bringing it down, but on fast break, we're just not letting them get position. Here we go. Let's see what they got set up. Their coach is telling everyone to get down and get set up. Let's see what they can get set up. They pass it into their set, and we just collapse on it. And no, that girl gets it. Oh, and we pass it over. When you have 3 girls on 1 player, that's just going to be a mismatch every day. I don't care what level you are. And so we're just pressuring their set, leaving the outside shots open. Oh, that's a beautiful pass to Malia, and that's a kick out. Malia got pulled back, and that's our second 6-on-5. Let's see what we do with this. We're going to get set up. And she's going to, nope, she's not going to take that. Up to Kat. And this is, we got to shoot. Oh, and Sammy gets the score, but it just misses it. That was no shot. That was a beautiful shot by Kat. But that was, as he said, close but no cigars. Okay. Are we going to move? Yes? Okay, we move, and the reason I move is because Caroline's mom likes to film on the other side so she can record her daughter. So you are, you're going to be moving with me. Are you going to take your camera?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
See you.
Yeah. I need to go put it. So I'm going to go sit in the shade for a little bit. That's a good idea to cool it down.
Battery might explode.
I'm going to move you guys into the shade, and I'm going to go say hi to someone.
Trying to talk him into holding the shit.
I know.
He hired me as his,
You're his.
Director. What would they call it? Producer.
You're his producer. Yeah. Sometimes he needs help because sometimes he'll call out cheering for a player and it's the wrong player. So I then echo him, like I mimic him, and then I'm like 2 things for the wrong player. Do you know my husband, Kelly? Jake, this is Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. Pleasure. Jake.
This is Sam's dad.
Oh, excellent. No wonder she's fierce. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess we were expecting a little more of a...
Yeah, usually they crush us historically. They're always small at Commerce, like physically small, but they're very aggressive.
Who, Commerce?
Yeah.
Yeah. Scrappy.
Yeah. Hopefully Bear will be able to see the ball this time.
Yeah, I'm sure she couldn't see shit.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Because of the sun?
Yeah, that corner, they're playing down that side.
Yeah, there's a.
What's that?
Okay, we're moving down.
Your bubble is in the middle. Is that a problem for you?
I like my bubble a little bit off. All right, we're moving, folks. Here we go. Hi, my camera's doing fine right now. All right, here we go. We're moving it down. Sorry about this. You can see the prints there. Okay, we're getting set up. Okay. Now, let's see if this works.
You decide where you want to go.
Okay.
Do you need to be
Okay. There we go. Okay. All right, just like, oh wow, we're starting. I'm sorry, I wasn't even. I'm not even sure what just happened right there. Do you know what just happened? We sprinted, and it looks like they just gave it to us. So there's Holly Hovey right there, number 2. So it looks like we have Holly.
Oh, there's an exclusion.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to explain this to you, ladies and gentlemen. There was an exclusion from the last quarter that we're continuing. And there's Sam in the middle. There's Holly, a pass over her head. Pass to Hannah Banana. Hannah's on top. I can't see who that is because the son and Sammy's right there. Sam, sorry, is right there in the middle, towering like a redwood, like the school she goes to, and just gets up out of the water. Perfect pass to her, and she slams it down. And just so everyone knows, what happened there was they had a kick out at the end of the last quarter, and only 5 seconds of the kick out was used by us. So since we won the sprint, what that means was they had another 15 seconds that they had to take of their kick out. If they had won the sprint, the kick out would have been nullified. But because we won the sprint, Joey called a timeout, and we got 15 seconds, and you saw us take advantage of it. So there's just a little fun fact about water polo, how if there was a kick out and there's not 20 seconds left in the quarter, you can take advantage of it in the next quarter by winning the sprint, and only by winning the sprint. All right, I'll stop yapping about that arcane rule. Okay, these girls are bringing it around. They're going against our really good players. I mean, I'm seeing all of our starters in there. And that's a ordinary foul. Back in, our hands are way up. Look how strong and tall our girls are. I love to see it. And they run out the shot clock. And here's Holly. And notice Holly pops it into play, and it looks immediately to see the girls set up. And right back to Hannah Banana. And Hannah Banana shoots it, and it goes in. I'm not going to celebrate too hard here. That was, what I love to see is Holly got the turnover, looked up quickly to see Hannah was in position, and Hannah knew that Holly was going to be looking, and she looked back at the right time, got the pass, and put it in. These girls, our girls, are in good shape. This is in the middle of our swim season, so they're all in like perfect shape. And if you're going to get into a swim competition with our girls right now, it's not going to work out well for you unless you're in really good swim shape. Okay, this girl's bringing it up. Girl's on top, pops it to herself, passes it over to 5. That's going to be a tough angle for her because she's a right-hander. This girl should have a shot, and she does a beautiful drop shot, and Bear blocks it. It hits the top. And we're passing it down to Hannah again. Hannah's going to probably do a setup. Holly's driving, passes it back. That looks like Kat. Holly's driving. Holly just kind of pushes it in. Hannah to Holly. Hannah Banana to Holly Hovey. Hannah goes to Marin Academy. Holly goes to Archie, and they're both on the Sleepy Hollow Sea Lions. And they've swum together since they were like 6 years old. So it's fun to see that connection. Hannah with the assist, Holly with the goal. And it looks like Holly's coming out. Hannah's coming out, and Sam's coming out as best I can tell. I see Kat. I see Tater Tot. I see Malia. Here we go. They're passing it around. Our hands up. I see Sammy with her hand way up. Oh, wow. That was an incredible shot by Bear. And she tipped it, and it went out, so it means it's a fresh 30 shot clock. They're going to put it in the play. There's no 6-on-5. I don't think we've had a single kick out, Juliet, have we? I don't think we've had a single kick out. This is the cleanest game I can imagine. Which is kind of a bummer sometimes because it's good to test your 6-on-5 defense. But we've just been locking them down. Here's a nice shot, and it's just over, and Caroline pulls her hand down. And Joey passes her the ball. Uh-oh, we have someone on break. Caroline does a pass. You're going to hear Kelly give her the oop after that. There it was, the oop, and they're just going to, and she shoots it in. And this is the point where you just stop clapping and celebrating just out of respect for the game and the other team, because it's 16-4, and these aren't games where you want to run up the score or do much. So I think at this point, if I'm Joey, you'd be talking about like, pass it, let's set up our offense. Make sure you pass it a few times before you shoot, because it's not fun to be on the other side of these. And if you've watched my live feed for long enough, you have seen me broadcast games where we've been on the other side of these, and it's not the most enjoyable experience. Okay, they're passing it over. Sammy's got her hand way up. This girl's gonna bring it in. She's gonna shoot, and Caroline blocks it, and a beautiful sideways block. And no one's on fast break now, so I don't think we're gonna hear an oop from Kelly. That was a beautiful pass by Bear. Passing it down to Sammy. Sammy's going to send it, I'm guessing, to Brooke on top. Sammy draws the ordinary foul. Sammy's looking for someone to pass to. Passes it all the way over to Malia. Malia's looking for someone. Malia passes it into traffic, and it's a turnover. I don't know. She might have been blinded by the sun because it's a lot right now. Here we go. They're passing it in. Malia's on her. And we are covering nicely in set. Even on their fast breaks, we're covering. We have 3 girls in set right now. Just locking them down. Malia's doing nice defense, nice press. Then she's backing away. Commerce girl's bringing it in. It's a tough angle for her to shoot. She goes for it. And I think it went over. Yeah, those are tough angles, especially if you're a right-hander. Here we go. Caroline's spinning the ball in her hand and just does a beautiful pass just right on the money. Our girls are kind of taking like a Sunday morning walk in the park getting down. There isn't as much urgency right now. Looking for a set. Malia's fighting in set. Someone's asking for a week. I'm sorry, this is Malia with the ball. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. She's going to try to, this might be a dump. It's an ordinary foul. She can shoot and she dumps it. It sprays me with a little bit of water. Okay, again, reminder, and you hear the shot clock go off. Dude, you reset the shot clock when there's a dump. I might have to go talk to this guy. Okay, they're bringing it down. And they really don't have many opportunities. Here's a shot from outside, and she gets a nice shot to the far left post. And it was a quick snap shot. I think we were probably expecting a pass, and she just locked it in there. And I watched Juliet delete that video file.
I could see it. I knew.
You saw it coming?
Right at the player's
Yeah.
angle, and I was like, she's gonna
Yeah.
shoot it, and she's got a good shot.
I still don't understand. Juliet's to the right of me, and I still don't understand her videoing in the sense of how she manages all the files she has. I think she comes up with like 80 files a game. So she has a file management situation. But she's got a bunch of great shots. Okay, here we go. Little pop pass to Malia. Malia is really a big part of our offense right now. She passes it in to Brooke, and Brooke takes a nice shot, and it's just blocked by the goalie. And you hear the Commerce fans celebrating that. Really a nice block by their goalie. Okay, they're coming back again. We have them all covered. Every time they come down, they are covered. Sammy's going over. Sammy hits a hands up, and Caroline, they had like a nice pass into their set, but Caroline just came out and scooped it up. Okay, Caroline with another beautiful long distance pass. And we pop it in, and there's going to be a ball under. That was a beautiful pass to Sabine, but there was 2 girls on her, and the 2 girls just put their hands on the ball, pushed it underwater, and that's what's called a ball under, and it's a turnover. So we're bringing it back with 1 minute left in the 3rd period. Ordinary foul. She passes it in the set. There's 3 girls on her, and Sammy steals it. Sammy's a sophomore at Marin Catholic. Her dad, Eric, played water polo in college, and beautiful pass to Kat. And Kat's not going to take the shot, even though she could have. She's going to set it up. So I love to see it. Set up. I don't even know if it's on right now. Oh, there we go. People are coming back. Sorry, folks, my phone, if you got dropped off, my phone was in the full sun and it got overheated, so we're going to have to be doing these live streams from the shade now. I was in the full sun, and the iPhone just it said you can only use it in an emergency. And I don't view a 16-5 water polo game as an emergency. Do you, Joe? No. Here's more people. Again, folks, sorry, my phone overheated. Apologies. I'll learn that for the next game. I'm just going to have to view here in the shade, which isn't a better view. It's not a really good view. I'll try to figure this out in the next game. Okay, we're now sprinting. It's the fourth quarter. It's 16-5. Our girls are sprinting. Wow, she's fast, and we won that easily. This is Malia. Try to go in a little bit so you can see it a little better. Okay, that is Elsa. Is that Elsa, Joe? I can't tell.
No, she's out with a pulled muscle.
What? She's out of the tournament?
Seems like it, yeah. She didn't even play at all.
Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, Elsa has been out. It looks like she's got a pulled muscle or something. That's not good. And it's a turnover. Here we go. Put it back in here. Again, for those of you who are just joining, I'm sorry, my phone overheated. So I had to go into the shade, into this sort of non-ideal view. Okay, we're down on offense again. There's Malia. And this girl, wow, she has a nice shot. Perfect shot off the far post, and it just goes in. This is the thing about this position is you're going to see parents walk by as the day goes on, but I'd rather you be able to see and hear something than have the phone overheat, because it's 8:44 and it's already like, what, 80 degrees? So, I mean, our next game's at 2, so that's going to be insane. That's probably going to be like 95, I'm guessing.
Is it here, though?
What?
Is it here?
I think the next game's here.
Yeah, that'll be in shade.
Oh, so maybe I can film from up there. Yeah, so I'll be able to maybe have a good shot filming from up in the stands. All right. Sorry, I'm not really paying attention to the game here as much. There's a pass in the set, and there's a turnover. Oh, nope, sorry, that's our ball. And pop out, and this is a shot for a goal. That was Kat. Kat with a smile on her face with that goal. Last second shot, it's 17-6 with 5:20 in the fourth quarter. Okay. Here we go. Commerce is bringing it down. We have Kat, we have Brooke, we have Malia, we have Sammy, and we have Sam. And they pass it back up. We got this girl's, and we have a kick out. That's our first kick out of the game. Not sure who's out. That is Kat got kicked out. So this is our first 6-on-5 of the day, deep into the fourth quarter. Here we go. They're passing it around. Hands up. She's going to shoot. I can tell she's going to shoot. And it's a field block over. So that is great. Our first 6-on-5. They don't convert. And something. And the ref was saying the goalie to back up. Sorry, what rule was that? He was saying the goalie had to back up to pass it in. That's a really weird rule to be enforcing this late in the game with this score. But you can just have an opportunity to learn. She passes in. I think that might be Sam, who somehow manages. She's going to turn now. And she shoots it. What a beautiful play. You hear Sam's dad happy about that one. Sam, I don't even know how she came up with that. She kept her hand above it. Only her hand was above the water. She does this turn, knew where she was, and pops it into the left side of the net, and it's 18-6. And you're seeing a bunch of parents go by. Okay. All right. 4:20 left in the fourth quarter. At this point, we're starting to think about where we're going to eat for lunch and where we're going to hang out. Okay, they have a driver. They're coming in. Not much going on. Sam has them locked down and set. Sam's a center defender. All of our girls are just swimming around. They really aren't making much offense right here with all these wet passes. This girl's going to have to shoot, and she's going to shoot, and Caroline just kind of knocks it down, swats it down like going after a fly. It's pretty easy, and then Caroline does a beautiful little flick pass right on her hand. It was almost a dry pass. It was just beautiful. She passes it back up to Sam. Sam gets way out of the water, passes it in the set, and the ball's stolen. They just collapsed on her. And they have a fast break here. This is going to be a play on Bear if it's not a 5-meter. And that's a kick out. That was a kick out on Brooke. And Brooke didn't get out, so now it's a 5-meter. So Brooke got excluded, did not leave the field of play, which when you don't leave the field of play, it means it draws a 5-meter shot. And I don't know if is that 2 on, and so that is 2 exclusions on Brooke. So for those of you at home, Brooke got an exclusion, did not leave, so got another exclusion, so that's 2, just like that. A reminder, you only get 3 during a game. And here's the shot, and oh my God, Bear blocks it. That was a huge block by Bear Claw. She trapped the ball. So we learned something, you got to get out, and we also learned that Bear blocks 5 meters like my daughter eats bananas in the morning. Just takes them down, no problem. Okay, here we go. And there she gets up out of the water, passing it around. What are we gonna do? And there's a dump. Uh-oh, she almost got kicked out because she dumped it after the clock went off. You can get in trouble with that. If you hold onto the ball too long and throw it away after the clock goes off, that can be an exclusion too. But sometimes in these games, the refs just say, nah, it's okay, let's let the clock run down because it's such a difference in the score. The ref reminding the guy to do the shot clock. Joe and I might need to go run the clock in between for this tournament. Wow, that was a steal. What a beautiful steal. And we stole the ball, and then it was ball under. So that was a quick turn of events right there. So it's back their ball again. They have a new shot clock. And she shoots it, and Bear blocks it. Bear gets way out of the water and like dives to her right and blocks it. 2:12 left in the fourth quarter. We're up 18-6. Bear does a pass to Sam. Sam's looking around for someone. Sam finds, let's see, that's passed up to Sammy, I think. No, sorry, Malia. Malia passes it into the middle. There's a fight for it, Hungry Hippo, and we lose it. And it's a shot clock violation, and now we're going back this way. And there's a pass by their goalie really far. Sam's going to be on defense. Sam's going to put on pressure. Nope, she backs off. And Sam decides to move in. Here we go. Sam is coming up really high on her, not drawing the ordinary. Sam is just pressuring her. This girl doesn't know what to do. And Sam steals the ball. Wow. Wow, that was a textbook defense. That was nasty defense right there. Sam just was up, did not draw the ordinary foul, and then looked at the ref, and the ref says, I'm not calling it, so Sam just kind of scoops in and steals the ball. Really fun. Again, I apologize that you guys are having these people walk by you, and that was a turn. What a sick shot. Wow. Who was that? That was Sophia with a beautiful backhand, and it just almost went in. I love backhands. The 2 things I love, backhands, and I love no looks. Joe, these shot clocks are not plugged in. Have you noticed that? These are wireless shot clocks. That's kind of cool. And there's another steal, and this is a fast break. Ordinary foul. Oh, and there's a kick out. You just saw that. It was an ordinary foul, kick out, and then the girl on the other team touched the ball, and so now we're at a 6-on-5. And what's weird is the shot clock is going when the game clock isn't, so something's broken in their system. The shot clock is a lot higher than the game clock. The game clock only has 10 seconds left. This game should be over pretty soon. We should just pass it back and not shoot. And there you go. That's a wrap. Okay. So, there we go. That was a pretty good game. I think the teams probably were a little mismatched, and we took advantage of it. And we're going to see you all at 2 o'clock. I'll start the live stream, and I'm going to get here early to try to find some shade. So I'll see you all probably around 1:45.
Something in her rib.